Am I live? Can't see if I'm live or not. Still trying to figure out this live streaming game. Oh, it looks like I'm live. Right, I'm live. Live to the world. How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. It took me a while to figure out the YouTube software for live events. Thing is, the stream is really bad here. Like, I don't know what you guys are seeing, but it looks really connectivity. Maybe through here. Just give me a second. Bear with me. Let me know if you guys are seeing this, because I'm not sure. Hold on a sec. I'm just going to put the light on through here. Should be better. 1 minute. Right. I think I'm live. Can you guys see me? Okay, it looks like I might be on, because I think I've brought the computer back through to a place where the signal's a little bit better with the Wi-Fi. Anyway, yeah, I think this is my first live broadcast. Let me know if you're seeing this. Drop the comments down. You got it. You're seeing it. You're all seeing this. Okay, this is really weird. Let me tell you something. There is a delay from what I am seeing on my webcam live to what is going up on YouTube, and it's really freaking me out. Is it here, the Guarana party? This is the Guarana party right here. So what has been happening today? I've been filming all weekend, doing kind of different vlogs around the country, which has been good fun. I did another Grand Tour of Scotland vlog yesterday, which was good. We went up to a really cool city near where I stay in Edinburgh, which was awesome. Yeah, you guys are seeing this. I can see comments coming through. Right, this is good. My first YouTube live streaming video is going semi-well. I had to cancel it the first time, start again, and I think you guys are seeing what's going on now. I think. So yeah, as I said, we were out filming yesterday. We went to a city on East Lothian, which is along the East Lothian coast, which is along close to Edinburgh, about half an hour drive from here. And the weather was just absolutely amazing. And then today we went back up to the Highlands and did another video as well. And you guys will see this probably at the end of the week. But yeah, it's been a good week of filming. I've got a lot of edit to do. It's going to be pretty tiring, to be honest, but I need to get it done. Yeah, some of you guys are seeing this. Signal strength is important. Yeah, I know that. This house, so the problem in this house is there's a Wi-Fi router at the back behind me there where the TV is, and if I go through there, which is where I was in the conservatory, it's just too far. Like, Wi-Fi will not expand, and I've just learned that that is really important for these kind of live things. So I think, hold on, let me just check something. I think this sends an email out to my subscribers. Now, you guys should let me know if you got that email. It says I was going live. Hopefully you guys got that email. I got the email. I got the email to my own subscription service, to my own channel, saying that I'm live. Where are you come to Stirling for the Grand Tour? I want to come to Stirling. Actually, I passed Stirling in the car today. Which Stirling's a cool place. Actually, I know some people that live there, and I want to actually do it properly and do a proper video in Stirling. Stirling's a really cool city. You know, I've been there a few times. I was there, actually, I did a vlog there. I went to the Scott Monument, and that's on my channel. Go and check it out. But I want to come back and see the city properly, because I know there's a lot more to it. Thing is, I want to do this series with people who really know the places that well, that can show me more about the places that, the things about the cities that I don't know about. So yeah, I will come to Stirling soon. Shout out to Tekka as well. Tekka is in already chilling out in the room. She'll appreciate that. Thank you very much. What camera do I use? I use a number of cameras. If you give me a second, I will actually show you the cameras that I'm using for my vlogs. Where have I put them? Where have I put them? Give me a second. I'm just going to grab my camera. Back. Right. This one here. This is the Canon G7X. This is the camera that I use for most of my vlogs. It's small, it's pretty cool. The thing I like about it is if you're doing selfies. Oh, oh, check this out. Prince is here to say hi. Prince, oi, come here. Come here, disobedient cat. Come say hi to everyone. You're live on the internet, Prince. Do you realise this? Do you realise this? Do you realise that? Anywho, this is the camera that I use. And if you see here, it's got a flappy screen. So when I'm vlogging, I can see what I'm doing. Like, usually I'm vlogging like this. Oh, like that. So I've got the screen up so I can actually see what I'm talking. And that's really important. It helps me a lot when I'm doing these videos. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this camera a lot. And I think for anybody who wants to start doing videos and stuff, I would really recommend this. It's a great camera. It's not that expensive. It's quite small. It fits in your pocket and it doesn't break. That's the main thing. Helps a lot. I don't know if any of you guys are live right now on Twitter or Facebook or anything, but if you hit the share button, I would appreciate that so other people can see this as well. So I'm just not sure how many people this is going to go out to. Oh, Shaun. So Shaun Blackman Vlogs, another guy who's vlogging as well. You use the camera as well. That's pretty cool. I think a lot of vloggers use a pretty similar camera for this. It's quite the standard that a lot of people are using nowadays. It's just a great camera. Like, it's, as I say, it's small, so not many people notice it, which is a good thing. That's what you really want when you're vlogging. You don't want many people to see what you're up to. And also it has that screen, and importantly as well, the microphone is pretty good. It has a zoom lens as well, so you can like zoom in and out, which helps as well in some situations. But I use this for most things. I also recently bought the Canon 80D, which is pretty good, but I'm going to use that for different things, especially when I'm doing like recordings indoor. So I need to remember to look at the camera and not the screen. That's really off-putting. Yeah. Battery is a big issue, Shaun. Battery really sucks. I actually bought on Amazon, I'm just going to show you guys. I bought a bucket load of these little batteries here. The thing is, like, these batteries last about the same amount of time as the ones from Canon. The Canon ones cost like 50 quid, and you can get like 3 of these pretty cheap. So get on to Amazon and get a number of these ones, and they do a good job. So yeah, the battery sucks, but if you have like 4 of these, then you're always going to be alright. And I tell you what as well, for vlogging, I also use my iPhone quite a lot, just for convenience. Like, if I'm ever anywhere out in the street and I think, hey, that's quite a cool thing to vlog, get the phone out, nobody notices it, and away we go. There's also a function on YouTube that sets up a reminder of people's subscriptions. That's cool. I didn't know that. I wanna check that out. Because I want to do more of these live streams. As I said, I think this could be something that I do every Sunday, and I've never really done them before, so this is totally new. I'm actually really nervous. Like, this is weird. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm nervous because, like, I'm live to the internet, and that's quite freaky. Let's just see what people are saying on Twitter right now. Somebody said it wasn't working. Strange. Anyway, you guys are seeing it, so it's went out somehow. So yeah, if anybody, cats are the epitome of I don't give a hot white. Yeah, cats. Our cats in particular are really, our cats are really ignorant, if I can say that. You know, everybody should do vlogs. I mean, the thing with vlogs, right, is you can be as creative or not creative as you like. And the thing is, if you think about it as well, Snapchat and Instagram stories, that's a vlog as well. It's just different that you're not editing on a computer and making it all fancy. I mean, the thing with vlogging is if you're taking like photos and video on your phone and posting them as a story on Instagram or Snapchat, like that is a vlog as well. So yeah, it's not something that I think a lot of people can do quite easily now. I mean, YouTube is obviously the big platform for vlogging, but you can basically vlog on a number of different platforms now, not just YouTube, and it's quite easy. My Snapchat is ShaunVlog, exactly the same username as I've got on YouTube. Yeah, but I do get you about being self-conscious in public when vlogging, because that's something that I struggled with for a very long time. But it's something you get over. Like, yeah, you might get one or two funny looks, but if anybody ever asks you what you're doing, that's the best thing, because they'll come over and say, hey, what are you doing with the camera? Why are you speaking into the camera? And then you'll say, it's because I've got a YouTube channel and I'm vlogging and you should come and check me out. And then people are usually quite interested in it. So yes, it is awkward in the beginning, the first few times you do it, and when people start looking at you, but then, you know, it's pretty cool after that. I think people respect what you're doing. And the thing is, like, I was talking about this the other day to someone. Yes, when we're first vlogging, we're talking into a camera, but actually, you know, there's a lot of people watching vlogs and stuff, so you're talking to an audience directly to people, which is a really cool big thing. And that's why I really enjoy it, because I love to show the places that I'm from to everybody online. Here in Edinburgh, I really love showing my city to everybody on YouTube, and I also love to show the places I've been in Brazil, because I think Brazil is an amazing place, and I love it there. So I love to show that as well. Self-conscious about the voice. It sounds like an 11-year-old that smokes. Don't worry, man. That was exactly the same as me. Yeah, it's like I was very self-conscious about my voice, but at the end of the day, like, you just have to think, when you go out, when you talk to anybody, when you talk to your family, when you talk to your friends, just talk exactly the same. And it's one of these things, people either like it or they don't. For me, I'm not really, as I say, I was very self-conscious in the beginning, but now I'm not. What else? Made some cash. When am I coming back to Brazil? I'm coming back to Brazil next year sometime, but I haven't got a specific date at the moment. The thing is, I've mentioned this in the vlog, I've talked about this really briefly, but here is a better answer. Now that I'm live, I can tell you fully about my Brazil situation. So, as a lot of you guys know, I'm married to a Brazilian, my wife is from Brazil, and we spend like 6 months, a year. For the last 2 years we were there permanently, but every year we try and go like and spend 6 months in Brazil if we can. Now this year when we came back in the summer, we came back to Scotland, I got a job offer which was like a contract lasting 6 months, and it's turned into a bigger thing, and I've ended up just kind of hanging around there because it's a really great job opportunity and I couldn't turn it down. So I'm doing the job at the moment and it's going really well. I'm enjoying it and we'll see where it goes. But that's not to mean that I'm not coming back to Brazil. It's just mean right now, at this moment in time, I'm here in Scotland working, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I would love to say I'm coming back to Brazil really soon, because obviously my friends and family, we've got a place to live there and a car and everything in Brazil, but we're just not there right now because I've got a job and it needs to be, and for this job I need to be in the office permanently, and that's just the way it goes. Do you get inspired by movies? Yeah, yeah, I like watching movies to do vlogs, to do video stuff, but actually I get more inspiration. My biggest inspiration for filmmaking is more documentaries. I really like journalistic stuff, because I started off my career as a journalist, so I'm quite a curious person. I like to ask questions of people and get like really big stories. So not so much movies, but I get inspiration from like documentaries. Sometimes I like when you see people doing like kind of travel documentaries, but also like nature documentaries. I don't know if you guys have been watching the BBC documentary right now with David Attenborough, and yeah, that's Planet Earth 2, and it's absolutely amazing. The filmography on that is just flipping awesome, and I'd highly recommend just to watch it, just for the like learning how to make films and stuff. Like, I copy a lot of the stuff I see on some of the best documentaries, and you know, I would love to be a filmmaker for the BBC, but the thing is, what we don't realize is those guys, when they go out and film like on the road doing some nature thing. Let's just say, for example, they're going out to film a monkey that lives somewhere. Like, the guys who are making that documentary, they'll go out and spend 1 year to get the one scene that they want. Like, they have to dedicate their lives. They'll set up camp. They will like get a tent, and they will spend their like a year just to go and try and get one shot. And yeah, it would be an amazing job, but I can't dedicate that kind of time. And an adventure in an office, don't let them get to you. I totally agree, man. I really, really agree. I am not a corporate type, and I never will be. That's not to say I don't like doing business and stuff, but I get you. I'm an adventurer first and foremost. But everybody has to make money, right? Somehow, have to pay their bills, and yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm sure the adventure game will be back strong pretty soon, but let's just see how it goes. What else have we got? Do you get inspired by other YouTubers? Yes, definitely. There's lots of YouTubers that I watch regularly. Casey Neistat rather. He is probably my favorite vlogger. He's a really, really awesome filmmaker and vlogger. I think he's a genius at telling stories and actually the film side of it as well. And he inspired me a lot to actually start vlogging. The other ones I watch quite regularly are Fun for Louie. I don't know if you guys watch him. He's an awesome vlogger, and also Ben Brown. And if you don't watch those guys, go and check them out. They're really, really cool. But those are the three that I watch most. Is Casey, who's obviously stopped his vlog now, and Ben Brown and Fun for Louie. They're really, really good vloggers. And what else have we got? Where's my favourite place to visit in the world? Mackenzie. That's a really tough question, but a good question, because there's so many places that I really love and been inspired by. But I would say Brazil, number one, because it's just a place I love and it's so fascinating. The thing I like about Brazil most of all is that it's such a big, diverse country. Like, in every city you go in Brazil is so different from the next city. The cultures are so different, the people are different, and everywhere I've been in Brazil has been really nice and different from each other. That's what I like. You know, you always get surprised in Brazil. Like, for example, when I'm in Brazil, I live in a place called Vitoria, which is kind of similar to Rio. But then obviously if you go south, you go to Sao Paulo, you go to Curitiba, the cities there are totally different again. Like the culture, the way people are, it's totally different. So that's why I find Brazil fascinating. Like, you go to all these different places there, and they're all so different from each other in a good way. Like, I think the cool thing about Brazil is its diversity. Like, the people are so different, and that's why I love Brazil. It's awesome. Yeah. Besides Bill, do you have any other travel plans? Actually, just let me go back to that point from Mackenzie. The second favorite place I've been, and actually did a vlog series about, was Iceland. Iceland is spectacular. Like, it's unbelievable. It's one of the most amazing places I have ever been. It's so beautiful. And Reykjavik, the main city, is a cool city as well. Like, there's lots going on there. It's not a big place. There's like 250,000 people that live in the whole country. But once you leave the city and go exploring, like, in the countryside, it's like you're in a different world. It's like being on the moon. It's like what I would imagine being on the moon is like. You know, it's absolutely wild. But as somebody who likes to take video and photography and stuff, it's the ideal place you can go. The crazy thing at this time of year in the winter is you only get 4 hours of daylight. Like, that's nothing. But in those 4 hours, the sun is constantly at a state of like setting. So it's always like a setting sun. And that's obviously the best time to go and take photos and video and stuff. And it's just out of this world. Like, I would go back to Iceland tomorrow. The problem is it's very, very, very expensive to go there. The flights are not so bad, but once you get there, like, to eat and drink and to stay in a hotel and stuff is very expensive. But if you guys haven't seen my videos from Iceland, go and check them out, because like, I loved putting that series together, and I would love to go back to Iceland. And say, apart from Brazil, Iceland is definitely my favourite destination. And someone asked if I'm going to go any more travel plans. I have travel plans, but they're not kind of concrete. I would love to say, I would love to go to America, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. But I don't know. It just depends. It depends on Brazil. Like, I need to make plans about Brazil. And obviously it's expensive to go to quite long haul destinations like Brazil, so I need to weigh things up. Like, When am I going to America? I would love to go to America at the start of next year. I would love to. I would really, really want to go to New York. I've never been before, but I just think it would be a fascinating place to go. Probably quite similar to the UK in a lot of ways, to be honest, but it's just something I've always wanted to do. Somebody asked me, what do I think about London? I remember something about living there in one of your videos. Yeah, actually, I lived in London. I lived in London for 5 years, and London is a really amazing, amazing place. Like, when I go back to talking about diversity, like, London is such a diverse city. Like, there's so much going on in that place, and that's the reason I like it. Like, you can meet people from everywhere in the world. You can go to a bar and you'll be sitting with like 10 or 15 people, and every single one of them will have different stories, and they'll all be from different parts of the world. It's a really, really amazing city, and yeah, as like I said, I lived there for 5 years, and it was pretty tiring. Like, I enjoyed it there. I really enjoyed it, but it was tiring as well. So after 5 years, I'd had enough and thought, aye, time to come back, time to move on from there. But I would go back there one day as well. Like, and I highly recommend, if any of you guys have never been to London before, go and spend some time there. London is amazing. It's a place where you'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot about yourself. You'll learn a lot about people, and you'll get cultured, really. Uber Dan is off to Iceland on Tuesday. Well, if you need any tips, mate, just give me a shout. I'll gladly give you some advice about Iceland if you need any. You've probably done a lot of research yourself, but it's an amazing, amazing place, and you'll really enjoy it. Have the time of your life. I'm really jealous. Istanbul. I've never been to Istanbul, but I would like to go as well. A lot of people say it's an amazing place, but I've just never had the time. There's so many places to go around the world, and I need to kind of decide where. Iceland seems cool. Did you go to springs? I went to the hot springs. Yes. I never went to any kind of like volcanic crater, but I went to the hot springs where the water pops out of the ground, and it is yeah, the hot springs are pretty awesome. Like, that's straight from the volcano, and the water's bubbling up. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Can I speak Scottish Gaelic? No, I cannot. It's a very rare language, actually. There's not many people in Scotland that speak Gaelic, to be honest. Like, I'm going to take a guess. I would say there's less than 1,000 people that speak Gaelic in all of Scotland. There might be a little bit more than that, but it's certainly not a lot more than that. Like, so few people speak Gaelic. It's just a really difficult and very regional language. Like, there's a few communities, really, really isolated communities that live way up in the north who still speak Gaelic, but yeah, not many people. What else have we got? Try Canada's Arctic. I was there 1 February. Yeah, I mean, Canada. I would love to go to Canada. I've never been there either, and the Arctic of Canada must be amazing. Like, I guess in my mind, it must be similar to what I saw in Iceland. Like, it's the northern regions up in the Arctic Circle. So yeah, I would like to go there, but just never had the chance again. So many places I want to go, so many places to go, and not enough money. That's always a problem, right? What else have we got? Gaelic is still spoken in Nova Scotia. I tell you what, I bet there's more people that speak Gaelic in Canada, Nova Scotia, than speak Gaelic in Scotland. Like, I don't know the exact history, right? But hundreds of years ago, a lot of people moved from Scotland. They relocated from Scotland and went to Nova Scotia and Canada, and that's why, we've got Nova Scotia and got a really big Scottish community there. And it was back in the time when people actually did still speak Gaelic, so they probably took the language there, and I bet you more of them hung on to it when they went to Canada, and probably find that more people speak it there than here in Scotland, to be honest. What else we got? When am I coming to Brazil? I already answered the Brazil question, but we'll see. Maybe next year. Like, the thing is, I'll always be back and forward to Brazil because I've got so much family there. My parents-in-law live there. A lot of my wife's best friends and my best friends in the world are all there as well. Like, we've got a really close group of friends and family. Actually, a lot of them are going to come here to Europe probably in February or March, and I think we're going to do a bit of traveling. So that'll be fun. Travel around Europe. I think we're planning to go to Germany, and we'll see where else. How many questions about wearing a kilt? Yeah, everybody asks me about the kilt. Like, every time somebody said, when I'm not in Scotland, if I say anything about Scotland, they're like, Where's your kilt? Where's your kilt? Why are you not wearing a kilt? Do you wear a kilt? How often do you wear a kilt? Do you wear a kilt to bed? Do you wear a kilt in the house? Like, and yeah, we don't really wear kilts. Like, you wear them in very formal events, like you wear them in weddings, either your own wedding or weddings of friends and family. But like in terms of in terms of everything else, like it's very very rare that people wear kilts. It's a really good fancy dress for like weddings and formal events. That's what people use them for, and yeah, it's good for that because you do look smarter wearing a kilt. Actually, funny story. I actually got married in Brazil wearing a kilt, and I was walking through the street in a neighborhood called Praia de Canto in Vitoria, and all these people were like stopping me, trying to take photos and stuff. Like I was there walking with my dad, and we both had our kilts on to go to the wedding, and yeah, lots of people were taking photos, and it was pretty funny. Uh, yeah, but the kilts, like, we don't wear them that often. It's just they're just quite formal. Um, Aberdeen, Kevin O'Hare, Aberdeen. I don't know much about Aberdeen. Aberdeen's quite far from here. It's like 3 hour drive. I know it's a big oil city, and they've got a lot of really nice coastline on Aberdeen. That's what I know about Aberdeen. They've got a really beautiful coast. So like I think in the city itself, there's maybe not that much going on, but like there's some beautiful places if you drive. If you drive away from Aberdeen, like along the coast, north and south, there's some really spectacular places. Like if you go a little bit further south, you'll see a place called Stonehaven. It's pretty cool there. How was it when I first moved to Brazil? Yeah, when I first moved to Brazil, it was kind of crazy. Like I didn't know how to speak any of the language. It was quite difficult. But people are really friendly, and yeah, I got on well that way because even though I didn't speak any Portuguese, a lot of people were wanting to speak English with me, even though it was difficult for them. So we kind of communicated well, and it was fine. So yeah, Brazil was awesome. But anyway, I think that's it. That we're coming up to the 30-minute mark on this recording. I want to do this every Sunday. Let me know what you think. Drop the comments down below, and yeah, I hope you guys have a really good night. Remember and check out the vlogs that I'm going to post this week. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, talk to you again soon. Hope you have a really, really good night. Any more comments you have down below, I will answer them in text. Probably a better way, right? Anyway, have a good night, guys. I'm going to speak to you soon and get off to bed because it's pretty late here. So yeah, catch you later on.